Hi, it's a Sunday, so I'm going to keep this as short as possible, but something that keeps coming up, and that is the one thing that business owners I'm finding they just kind of don't get about online ads. And I know what the problem is. It's not your fault, okay? But over the last, goodness me, 5 years or so, maybe even longer, we've been sold that quick fix. You know, the shiny object, it's kind of coming up again and again. The next revolution, whether that be the service that we're looking for, a product we're looking for, an app. Oh my gosh, there's so many apps right now. Funnels. Oh my goodness me. How many funnels have you been sold recently in the last 3 or 4 years that's going to save our business? And they all promise that they're going to solve our problem right now. We're all going to go for it. I know I've gone for it once or twice, started and gone, hang on a minute, this doesn't feel right. But we're human, okay? And people know that as humans, we have certain psychological needs and stuff, and that's what they play on, okay? So I'm going to quickly take you through why this is not working for people and what you can do instead, okay? And I was thinking I could draw up pictures on here, or we could just do this quick. Okay, so if you want to ever learn more about what I'm talking about, because it sounds like it resonates with what's going on right now, just give me a shout. I'm happy to chat. I love this stuff. I write about this stuff all the time. I don't stop, okay? I've got pages and pages of how this all works because it's something that fascinates me. Okay, so right now, if you've got a funnel or you've been using a funnel, okay, you're going to find that only 2-3% of people are ever going to buy from you, maybe even less right now. And that is because of market complication and saturation, okay? That doesn't mean to say that your thing will not work right now, but you need to work out how to make this work for you and your business, okay? And I've looked at a few statistics and nothing really changes. It's common knowledge, yeah, that only 2-3% of people are ready to buy right now. That's always been the way. What has changed, though, is that less people have money to spend. There's less people with disposable income. And that means that right now there are less of the 2-3% of people who are looking to buy right now, okay? And the other thing is, obviously, when there's less people to buy, those bigger companies are going to be spending more on their marketing, which means our competition has just gone from maybe about this much to, whoa, this much. We can't compete with those big businesses, not on their level, but there's another way, which is why I've been studying this particular method. Captured my attention about 2 years ago, and I went, that's what people are going to need, if not already, okay? Now, I'm going to just take you through a little bit of maths. Yes, I used to teach maths, but this is going to be really simple. We'll stick to ones with zeros at the end. So let's go. If you've got 1,000 people coming into your funnel, so you've paid for an ad to people who have no idea who you are, and you bring them to a landing page to show what you've got, okay? We've all got different types of landing pages if you've got offers. And most people are using landing pages with a funnel. So you've got a landing page, you have to fill in a form, and then you want to send them to some kind of thing, usually a webinar, and that's what the funnels have been, which used to work because there were more people with money, okay? And less people knew that what would happen at the end of that webinar was we were going to sell them something, okay? So we've got to keep bearing in mind that less people have disposable income right now, and less people are looking for things because they can't afford it, and then you've got more big businesses putting more money into their marketing, okay? So that's why it's all kind of changed for people who are just normal business owners. Okay, so I'm reading my notes, okay? So you've got to remember that the majority of people go into your landing page from your cold ad right now, they won't be ready, but they will be interested in what you have, okay? And this is what you want to pay attention to, because right now, okay, the people are ready, okay, they're always the most expensive leads, and you've got other big companies bidding for those leads. So we're not going to expect to get those very often. Okay, it's a simple fact that it's very unlikely that our ad is going to be the one that sells them. It's going to be the people who've got a lot of money who can target them with thousands every day, okay? But all those other people who've come, shown up, seen our ad, interested in what we've got, gone, okay, they are generally distracted, busy, have different priorities right now. But because the major companies are using their marketing budget just on those 2-3%, it means that we have an opportunity right there to pick up that rest of the percentage and build trust. And this is what video ads are all about, okay? So please pay attention. Stop looking for that quick fix right now, okay? Unless you've got thousands to spend on your ads every single day, I need you to have a little bit of patience right now. And I'm going to show you something that's going to actually help your business this year. 2025 is going to be tough unless you think about this differently, okay? Unless you've got thousands and thousands of pounds or dollars to spend, please listen in, okay? So what we want to do, okay, think about the rest of that percentage. They've seen your ad, they've shown an interest, you've got that data from using video ads. Now, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whoever you are using, Instagram, they save that data, okay? They save it for you. You don't have to worry about that. And you could take that data and then you could start retargeting people with very, very low cost video ads. And with those video ads, you can start to build trust and credibility, certainty, and then people will know as soon as they are ready in their life who to choose because they've got to know you as a person using video, okay? Now, this is what we call Laurel Portier's ecosystem, okay? I'm reading my notes in case you know where I'm looking down, okay? Laurel's actually explains it as a conveyor belt. She uses a football field, an American football field, and she shows that lots of people move along it, and they're ready. When they're ready to buy, they go to the goal, basically. And that's a good visual. I love it. And a lot of people show it to go, yeah, that makes sense. But you all got to remember that we're all in different places at different times. Like, for example, for myself, let's say when I first went to Laurel's, when I saw her first video on Facebook, I was like, cool, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I knew I needed videos. I always knew that TV captured people's attention, and to be able to put video ads up in people's Facebook feeds on Instagram or YouTube would be a winner right now, because if you're using stealth influence as a way of like showing people that you've got what they need and they think it's their idea, not you telling them what to do, then they're going to come to you when they're ready, when that is their top priority. The trouble we have is being able to actually stay in front of those people so they always remember us and be able to do it in an affordable fashion. Laurel's method is that affordable way of doing it, okay? So if you've got the patience and you want to keep in front of people and you know that in time, once they're ready, they're going to come to you because you've got something that people need, this is for you, okay? So consistency and human behavior, they go together because human behavior is what we're looking at doing, using this for. And I was like writing some notes today. It actually went off on a tangent, which is basically, you know, you can actually watch this with your own human behavior, which is what I tend to do. I tend to observe myself. How do I buy things? This is when I know it's right for me to buy something like Laurel's strategy. And something that I'd considered was, it's not always the time being right for certain things, but if people keep in front of me, can I keep considering, is that for me? Yeah, it actually looks what I need right now. Or, yeah, I'll need that soon. And then if that person disappears, I'll forget who it is they are or where to go. We all do, okay? So the next thing is, I was like thinking Christmas is actually a really good example of this. And the reason why I picked Christmas is because I noticed every single year, it's the benefit of being old, yeah, nearly 54. And every single year we have summer holidays go through. Everyone goes on holiday. A lot of people go on holiday, spend too much, overspend generally on children or, you know, our loved ones. September comes around, school starts. We kind of go, got to save up again. October, we kind of get in there. And November comes in, we suddenly go, oh, it's Christmas now. And everyone's like, what presents should we get? What we're going to do for Christmas? Sometimes it's holidays and stuff. And the spending begins again. And the holiday begins again. So two things happen. We lose focus because we're taking time off and we're focusing on our families or our friends. And at the same time, we're overspending. Generally, we're encouraged to overspend. Marketers know how to get us to spend money that we can't afford right now. They are quite clever. And then what happens in January? Everybody thinks they need to do a new start, which is never true. And we start to think, what can I do this time? Where's that next shiny, quick fix, next revolution thing? Okay. Now, if your product, though, has been in front of somebody since, let's say, last August, September, or October, and they keep seeing you pop up in their feed, when the debt is cleared or getting close to being cleared at the end of January, guess who they're thinking of in February when they're looking for that new thing, which they suddenly realize isn't new at all because you've shown them how this can help them. Okay, and we all do it. Okay, we're all thinking, oh gosh, I need to do something different. None of us like change. But if we keep seeing a person show up and showing us that what we have is what they need, and they can see that with trust and certainty that that person's still there doing the same thing, and they suddenly go, you know what, that person's right. They're using stealth influence. You use stealth influence. I can show you how to do that, and they can make their own decision at their own pace. Okay, that helps in so many ways as well, which I'd love to show you sometime. Okay, so that is generally all my notes, and that's it for a Sunday. But the point really is consistency. If you keep showing up in their feed and helping them and educating them and also showing who you are and what it is you do, and if you really can solve their problem and you're showing how you can solve their problem, they're going to choose you, aren't they? You're not showing them that you've got a quick fix, which generally is if you're using sales rather than showing people what you do to solve a problem. You tend to get this really big high when they purchase, and then they get this almighty low, and you get buyer's remorse, which is a horrible way to sell anything to anybody, especially if it's not the right product for them. I used to be able to do that. I can't do it now because it doesn't, for my soul, knowing how to do it is not really good, is that? But actually being able to show people what you do, showing that they can do it, and then people who want what you've got know who you are and how to get a hold of you. That's all this is about. So if you feel like this would actually benefit you right now, and you've got time every week, and you've got a smartphone, just like I have, and a little cheap microphone from, from Asda then, from Amazon, and you can read a script, or you can just, I'm not reading a script, that's smart. I've got all my notes, okay? I'm just doing it because it's from my own memory, okay? If you know your stuff, that, and you can show what you do, this is ideal for you because you can show people that you know what you're doing, and then if they want what you got, they'll come to you.